What's up guys, this is T-Boys. Today I'm going into every game I've ever beaten. Now I'm not going to do this by 100%, but I'm going to be doing it by I've beaten the main story mode or whatever the game is like. Now if this is your first time on the channel, please like and subscribe if you're a fan of all things Nintendo. Before I jump in, I'd like to say that I'll be starting it by showing the game's intro, and then I'll talk about the game for like 15 to 20 seconds. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is widely regarded as the greatest Mario 2D platformer of all time, and in my opinion that statement is true because I love this game. I grew up playing this game with my cousins on the Wii, and honestly it's hard to meet somebody who is not playing this game, and if you do not own this game on your Wii, you're crazy. New Super Mario Bros. DS, one of the best DS games. It is so much fun, and yes, I did beat this story, the entire story completely, and this is one of the only Mario games that actually have awesome mini games with it. Not like a coin mode or anything, just literal mini games. It was so much fun. I absolutely love this game, and definitely recommend it if you own a DS to this day. Super Mario Galaxy, widely regarded as the greatest Mario 3D platformer of all time, and I would say it is definitely my favorite game of all time, or second favorite. I absolutely love this game. The graphics, the music, the gameplay. It is rated one of the greatest video games of all time according to Metacritic, having a 97 out of 100. It and Zelda Breath of the Wild are rated as two of some of the greatest games of all time.
Mario Odyssey!
Super Mario Odyssey, in my opinion, is one of the less creative Mario games of all time, but it is so much fun to play around with, especially in the Mushroom Kingdom. But in my opinion, it's the only thing Mario Odyssey did right is bringing back the Mushroom Kingdom, because this lacked the Mario creativity that the other games had, you know? Like, you didn't bring back any of the power-ups, didn't make any new power-ups. Just lacked, in my opinion. Now, Super Mario Maker 2 is a lot of fun, really just to mess around with, but I honestly love this game. Now, Super Mario Maker 2, of course, had the story mode, and this is what I'm talking about. I did 100% complete the story mode, fully building Princess Peach's castle, and it was just a lot of fun, giving you all kinds of levels, literally a full game's worth of Mario levels inside of New Super Mario Maker 2, and it's awesome. Super Mario 3D Land is definitely up there as one of my favorite Mario 3D platformers. It is so much fun, and the music, the graphics, especially for the 3DS, this was just unbelievable. Of course, all the creativity within this game was great, and I absolutely loved bringing back the Tanuki Leaf. It was just so much fun to mess around with. I love that game. It is so great. Super Mario 3D World is definitely my second favorite Mario 3D platformer of all time. It is so much fun. I absolutely love the music and the graphics, especially in the Switch version. It is so much fun, and I'm so glad they added Bowser's Fury to it. Bowser's Fury was literally the Mario Odyssey redemption for me anyways. I absolutely love this game, and especially adding Mario Bowser's Fury to it just made it even better. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, in my opinion, is the greatest game of all time. I love this game. The graphics, the gameplay, the story, everything about this game was top notch and just screams at your face, I deserve to be one of the greatest games of all time. Especially according to Metacritic, this is the greatest game of all time. Being rated 97 out of 100, one of the best ratings any video game has ever gotten, Mario Galaxy being one of the others. It is awesome. This game I could not recommend anymore because this game is just so unbelievable. Definitely a must-have if you own a Switch. The prequel to Zelda Breath of the Wild, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, has an unbelievable story. The graphics were great. The gameplay, of course, having the Switch's power lacked a little bit because of the power the Switch had. Of course, I hope the Switch Pro leaks are true so that this game can get a way better FPS boost and everything, but that's an unbelievable prequel. Pokemon White version is probably my favorite Pokemon game of all time. I absolutely love this game. Man, the music for this game is unbelievable. The graphics were amazing for a DS. The battles, the characters, the music, the Pokemon that this generation brought were just unfreaking believable. You cannot put this game down if you have a DS, and especially if you're a fan of the Pokemon series. This is one that you're gonna love if you're a fan of either of those things. Pokemon Sword and Shield brought a lot of new mechanics to the Pokemon series that I actually liked a lot. Even though it did not bring back Mega Evolutions, this game surprised me with how much I actually liked it. You know, the starters were great. I chose Grookey, but I do wish I would have chosen Scorbunny because Scorbunny is awesome. I definitely recommend this game, especially for the Switch. I do think this is one of the better Pokemon games on the Switch. We'll see what more is to come. Lego Batman 2 is definitely my favorite Lego game of all time. Man, the graphics, the story, everything about this game was so unbelievable. Especially the DC characters, they're just so good. DC really knows how to make a good video game, and I cannot say that more than just the Lego games. The Lego DC games are awesome. Could not recommend it more. One of the more unknown Lego games, Lego Ninjago Battles for the Nintendo DS, did come out on the DS, and I actually love this game. It had a way different mechanic than the other Lego games, having a top-down view, and really, I did beat the whole story, and it was a very interesting game to play through. I liked it. This is up there as one of my favorite Lego games. It is so much fun. The music, the characters, bringing you Batman, all those great superheroes, even some of the Ninjago characters, just the gameplay, the story. Lego did a great job with this game. I, of course, beat this on the Wii U, and it was such a fun time playing this with cousins. Absolutely love it. Call of Duty Black Ops was a pretty good game in my opinion. I was actually surprised about how much I actually liked this Call of Duty game, because most of the time I'm not a fan of any Call of Duty game, but Call of Duty Black Ops did surprise me. It came out in 2010 and it was also published for the Nintendo DS, Wii, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. I did play this on the Xbox, so there you go. I love the Halo franchise. It is so much fun. I've beaten Halo 2, Halo 3. I'm working on Halo 4 as we speak, and I skipped to Halo 5. I love this series. It is so much fun. I love the characters, the graphics. I'm a huge fan of Master Chief, and even on my gaming desk, I have Halo guns. It is so much fun to play through this game because, you know, the enhanced version with the Master Chief Collection makes this game even more fun to play. I love it. Man, Injustice 2 is so good. The character designs, the acting, the story mode, the gameplay, everything about this game screams, yeah, I'm up there as one of the greatest fighting games of all time. If you're a fan of Mortal Kombat and DC characters, which who isn't a fan of DC characters or Mortal Kombat, this is the game for you. This game is so awesome. Man, Minecraft being one of the biggest games right now and one of probably the most bought game of all time, I'm pretty sure. Minecraft is unbelievable. Of course, being on the Switch, which is what I play it on, this is a game that I did in fact beat with Lord Savinska whenever I was little. Me and him played it together and we beat it. Of course, right now all I do is really just play online and all that stuff. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered is the only Assassin's Creed game that I've ever beaten, but I absolutely love it. The gameplay, the graphics, being able to go through New York, climb trees, hop over buildings, do whatever you want. It is so much fun to see this game back in the Revolutionary War. It's awesome. I definitely recommend this game being on, I believe, every console out there. Cars International is a game that I beat on the Wii, and man, I love this game. This game is awesome. I love it, and I think it is definitely one of the greatest racing games of all time. Man, I love the story mode, being able to drive around the Cars world as much as you want. It's just awesome. The free roam, the racing, the characters. This was a great game in my opinion. Of course, playing this on the Wii didn't have as great graphics as the Xbox or 360 at the time, but you know, it was so much fun. Back to another Lego title, Lego Harry Potter Years 1 through 4 is a game that I did beat, and I love it. I love the Harry Potter series, and being a fan of that and Legos, I thought, why not? And this game was awesome. I loved the graphics, I loved the music, of course, the gameplay, and just the fun things that Lego throws into these games is unbelievable. FIFA 20 is a game that I did beat. I did beat most of the campaign mode, like all of it for my character, and I loved it. I love soccer, and I'm a huge fan of the FIFA series because it's just so much fun. In my opinion, it's the greatest sports game, or up there as one of them, of all time. Wii Sports and all that, of course, I do think beat the game. Human Fall Flat is so much fun, and it is definitely one of the greatest party games of all time. Of course, Xbox had it going for it, but then it got on PlayStation and on Switch, so now Xbox kind of lost one of its greatest party games, and now it's on the other consoles. And then of course there's another game which is in fact an Oculus game, Vader Immortal Episode 1. I did beat this game. It is so much fun, and you're going to be surprised about this, but I skipped Episode 2 because I thought Episode 3 had more content, and honestly I'm not disappointed because Episode 3 had some awesome content added, being able to use lightning and the Force automatically. I definitely recommend 3 if you're just looking to play Star Wars and become a Jedi, but if you want to play through the whole story, you can do that by playing all those. We played, and this is arguably a game that you really can't beat, but I would argue that I did beat this game, getting all the mini games and playing through all the records and things. I would argue that this is a game that you can beat, and I just had to throw this on here because We Play is so much fun. Like, if you owned a Wii, I feel like this is one of those games that almost everyone owned, It's like no-brainer to buy this with a controller. Skylanders Superchargers is a game that I played on the Wii, and I loved it growing up as a kid. Me and my friends would come over, and we just play through this game, race each other. Of course, I beat the story mode on this, getting all the levels, and I had all kinds of different ships and Skylanders, and I even had a Bowser amiibo that I still have today, and I love it. It's a really fun concept, actually. And then, of course, there's another VR game that I have to mention. It is, in fact, Job Simulator. Job Simulator is a great game. This game is so much fun to mess around with. I did beat all the jobs on this game, and it's just so much fun. Even today, after beating it, it's just like, I'm going to go into Job Simulator, cook some food, throw it at somebody, maybe even eat a burrito. You never know. It's just a lot of fun to mess around with. Splatoon 2 is awesome. The story mode, of course, isn't the greatest story mode of all time, but hey, I love the, just gameplay of Splatoon 2. It's so much fun, and boy, would I say this is one of the greatest online multiplayer games of all time. This game is absolutely amazing. Just the mechanics, the concept, being able to paint everything, swim around in your paint, climb up walls. It's just awesome. And if you're a fan of this stuff, guys, please leave a like and subscribe if you're a fan of all things Nintendo. I hope you really liked this video. Please subscribe again because I worked really hard on this video. I'll see y'all next time for more.